Hey you guys, we are at Kaylee's house today, not on my set. And I got these two yahoos with me. We're gonna do some Q&A for you guys, and we just tweeted it out, and we're just gonna start from the top. So I hope...
I'm nervous.
I haven't even read through any of these, so I hope it's not like, when did you lose your virginity? What? Okay.
What does that mean?
At Mila Ness says, I've been in a relationship for a while, but the sexy times are not very good and very quick. What do I do?
Well,
I'll turn it over to these two. Sexy times.
Well,
Decide if that's okay
quick?
with you. If it's not okay with you, then I guess find a new relationship.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta know what's standing in your relationship. Well, I guess I would just confront the problem and ask him. Communicate. Be like, hey, I'm wanting to have some more sexy times. What's your problem?
But how do you say it's too quick?
Oh, she
Hey.
said it's,
That's how...
and very quick.
You need to just be totally honest in your relationship. I'm a firm believer in, if you got a problem, you better talk about it, because it's not going to get better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if it's been that way for a while and you're not happy, then you need to talk about it. And be nice. Don't be like, you suck. But, you know.
Yeah, guys never want to be told that. I think that, I mean, it's like anything else. You have to practice at it and become comfortable with your partner and with who you are and what works for you and what works for him, and put the two together, yeah.
And depending on how long you've been together.
P.S. How old are you? Should we be giving this person advice?
I know, I was gonna say, like, I'm a believer in you don't even go there until you're like, you're marrying this person or whatever. So, you know, by then, if you're really confident in your relationship, then you definitely just need to talk about that part of it.
Yeah.
But if your relationship is bad and that part of it's bad, then you just need to get out. Sorry. Just, sorry.
Well, that was a fun one to start with.
Yeah,
Start off with a bang. Okay, at
Getting warmed up.
bhoops13, what is the most embarrassing thing that has happened to you guys? Shoot, I don't feel like I get embarrassed very easily.
I feel like I get embarrassed enough that embarrassing things happen to me all the time.
Yeah, or maybe that, and then I'm like, meh. I got to pants one time in high school. We had like warm-ups.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I had a thong on. And my mom didn't allow me to wear thongs in high school, so it was one that me and my
So it
friends had
was-
like secretly went and bought.
Double embarrassed.
Yeah, that's how I got my nickname. We had like the snappy warm-up pants on. My friends, rude, unsnapped my pants and stepped in the middle of them, so when I went down to pull them up, I couldn't pull them up, so I was just standing in the hallway like this with my butt on the lockers. And all the senior boys called me Seymour Butts.
You don't think that's embarrassing?
Oh,
I don't get embarrassed
that's
very
embarrassing,
easily.
but now
I'm like,
I laugh.
I would have
Yeah.
died.
Now I laugh, I'm like, my butt was
died.
hot. I'd do it again. Whatever. It's not like I had like a booger in my nose or something, and like some hot boy was like, ew.
I think a booger would be better than
Then a butt. Boogers or butts? What do you guys think?
Oh man, that's scary.
I don't know. What about you?
The only thing that comes to my mind is when I was in first grade, I peed my pants in class.
Oh,
Did your teacher want to let you go to the bathroom?
That's so sad.
I know. I don't
Ew,
know.
pee stinks.
Not mine.
Have you ever eaten
Ew,
asparagus?
pee stinks.
Yeah.
Ew.
Well, I wish I could think of an embarrassing thing right now.
The
No
only
more
one
time
that
to think about this.
I know, right? The only one that comes to my mind is in high school cheerleading. We were at a competition, and after the competition, I was wearing my friend Bobby's, like, she had a big black coat that was like silver and black, and it like was huge, but it was really warm, so I wore it, and it covered my cheerleading skirt, so it looked like I didn't have a skirt on.
Yeah, right. You had no skid on.
Anyways, we decided to do a fire drill, not a fire drill, what is it called? A Chinese fire drill, when you run around the car at a stoplight. We did that in a really busy intersection in the big city that we were at competition, and I slipped. I slipped and fell flat on my butt, and my feet flew over my head, and the cars around me were honking and like, woo! And I was just like, oh my gosh. I just flashed them like my whole butt, and it looked like I didn't have any pants on to begin with, and I got this giant scar on my leg, but my friends were all laughing, so it worked out.
That's so funny.
Gotta make them laugh.
Gotta make them laugh. All right, Allison at Allison Davies X. What is your favorite me time activity? Well, dun dun dun. I'm a loser. I like sleeping or watching a movie or eating.
Yeah. I know. I was like, speaking of embarrassing, when we did that, the kids show, the kids were like, my mom lays in bed and watches Netflix. That's my
What does
favorite
your
me
mom
time.
do? Or sometimes it's clearing, I think, to like drive and listen to music or go work out and just like get it to a good workout song.
Yeah. I don't know, I do a lot. I like a lot of, like working out, reading. I feel like I'm getting old because I like reading. Is that weird?
I like to mod
Like I love to sit and read.
Yeah.
I do.
You.
I seriously, the other day I was sitting here thinking, I'm gonna make some curtains. Maybe I could Mod Podge some boxes.
Good at crafting. I feel like when you start crafting, you go into your like thinking, like, and you're just
Relaxed mode.
This is you crafting. If you didn't know what.
I go into this mode. I'm like,
Yep, doing this. Okay, at JewSwag24 asks, how would you react if your child didn't want to observe your religion anymore?
talk about intense questions.
I know. I think I'm definitely going to run into this problem. My ex is not the same member or same religion that I am, and he does not practice it, nor does he support it. And so I know that there's going to be a time in my life where, because I take Cooper to church every Sunday just because I feel like it's my responsibility as a mother to raise him how I feel is best for him and then give him, you know, obviously our children have to make the choice what they want to believe in and what they're going to follow, but I feel responsible to give him what I had because I feel like it was the best that I could have ever have received being raised. So that's why I take Cooper to church, and I really always try to make it coming from a place like it's a good thing and not like we have to go to church, you have to be in Sunday school. Like I really want him to always feel like he has that choice to go or not. But I'm sure there's gonna be those teenage years where he's like, I'm too tired, I don't wanna go. And I guess I'm just gonna love him through it and hope that I've done the best that I can to live and like resemble what I believe, and he will know that I find truth in that and that he will wanna do the same. But his dad has made it pretty obvious that he doesn't want him to do the same thing. So
We were just talking about this last night.
yeah, because he tweeted something out about that, but I was like, God, what would you do? Like, that's so heartbreaking, because if you're passionate about something and you love it, and obviously, you know, we're passionate about our beliefs, it's going to be hard to see your child kind of go their own way and make their own choices. I just hope they're good choices, right?
Right.
I think about this all the time. It's something that I think about all the time. And I think at the end of the day, I want it to be my child's choice. I want them to do the right thing, but at the end of the day, I want them to decide for themselves, because I think that that is the only right way to do it, to
Right,
believe
yeah.
something, to know something for yourself. So
Yeah.
Exactly. I know the reason that we take our kids to church and do all that is just because we really truly believe it, and so that's why we teach them, you know, our religion or whatever. But I know I've gotten that comment a lot where people are like, are you still gonna love Suntard if he's gay, or are you still gonna love their kids if they don't follow Mormonism or whatever? And I'm like, of course. I mean,
Nope.
that's
Exiled out to the barn.
yeah, like the reason that we teach them this is because we think that it's important, but it's because we want them to be happy. And we just value them so much that we just want the best for them. So if they make choices that we don't necessarily agree with, it doesn't mean that we won't love them. It's just going to, you know, it's their choice, it's their lives. Like, we can raise them, we can teach them all that we know, but in the end, it's their decision, and we will love them no matter what.
Definitely.
So,
Well, and with religion, it's like with anything, you're not going to give, you know, if you're having a sugar day, if you're going to the movies, you want your child to enjoy that experience. You're not going to give them the popcorn off of the floor.
Right.
Like, enjoy that, you know. With what I feel like my beliefs, it really does bring me happiness and a fullness in my life. And why wouldn't I want to offer that to my son, who I love and I want the very best for? And I think as parents, it's hard to let go of the things that we think is best because we felt that, because ultimately our children are going to be their own person. But as a parent, you would feel so much guilt if you didn't provide those tools and those opportunities to teach and to love and to help them grow through ways that you have felt that fulfillment and those blessings. So that's a hard one, but
well, and I think the most important things that they're learning is like basic honesty, being nice to others, like all those basic values that anybody should have. It really doesn't matter what religion you are. So,
yeah.
I don't
Good
know.
luck with
We
that
love
one,
our kids.
parentals. At Shanjida. Oh, that's pretty. Shanjida. Am I saying that right?
It sounds good.
I hope I'm saying that right.
Whether it's
How
right or
to not get so down in the dumps by little things, like a bad mark on a test or work. Oh, bless your heart.
That's hard.
Prepare. If you don't prepare, if you fail to prepare, then you're preparing to fail.
That's good advice.
Right?
That's true. I don't know. Shay's always, choose happiness is his motto. Choose happiness. But it can be harder than it sounds to just like be happy all the time. But it really is a frame of mind. I think you need to look at the big picture of life and not just this test is the end all be all of my existence. It's just those little things that you just got to pick yourself back up and keep going and know that the next minute is a new minute and you can do something new with it. So just have a positive attitude.
When I get down in the dumps about things, I have to talk about it. I find a friend or Casey or even my kids, if I'm like, I don't feel very good today, not that I want to bring them down, but just talk about it, because if you talk about it and you get it out and you let that all out, then you usually feel better, or I do, because sometimes it just weighs so heavily on you that if you just let it out, then you're like, okay, it's okay. Or take a nap.
That helps.
That always helps.
Yeah, like even I feel like I'm sure everybody here has seen a lot of dark days, and you're just like feel like you can't see the end, but really like the next day always brings this like kind of new hope or this new feeling of like it really isn't as bad as you think. I as a girl feel like when I do little things like take a bubble bath or paint my nails or like wash my hair, do something that's like kind of pampering for yourself, text a friend, it kind of always picks you up a little bit. Eat some chocolate. Drink a Diet Coke, one of those things. At Jess you slut. I'm not calling you a slut. That's a Twitter handle. Which one of you? I didn't call you a slut, were you? Okay, just again. Which one of you takes the longest to get ready? Oh, shoot.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's funny. Well, there's different obstacles. She has 4 obstacles. 5, 6. You have 6. Zeke, Shay, and the kids. You have 4. Shoot, I only have 1. Cooper. I still feel like I may take the longest to get ready.
I think it depends on what we're doing, where we're going.
Yeah.
I feel like you're really good about like throwing an outfit together fast. Like I'll stew over my closet and be like, I don't know.
Yeah, in different areas, but I probably take longer in hair and makeup because I need it. No. Yes. I don't know. In Idaho, I seriously don't get ready. I go to the gym. You've seen me. I'm always in workout clothes. Cooper one day's like, are you going to put makeup on today? I was like, nope, don't want to.
Leave me alone.
Workout clothes are cool all the time.
I agree.
I think that it depends on the amount of time that we're given to get ready. If you know that you have like an hour to get ready, I'm going to take an hour to get ready and maybe an hour and 10 minutes. Just because you know, and then you like do other things and then you like look at your jewelry. But if you have 30 minutes and you're like, this jewelry's going to work, this outfit's going to work.
Yeah.
My makeup's fine. Let's go.
Go time.
Right.
All right, last question is from at You Know What I Hate. You know what I hate.
You know what I hate.
He says, tattoos on men turn on or turn off? Well, since both your husbands have tons of tattoos.
No, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
I guess for me, I've dated guys with tattoos. Would I necessarily choose that for my future husband? I don't think so. I just think tattoos are something that's like so committed. I hate picking favorites, like colors, choices, and like food, whatever. I like having options, and so I feel like a tattoo is like very a committed thing. And I guess it depends on what the tattoo is.
It depends on what it is.
It's like, I love my mom. I'm like, that's cute, but or you have like this
if
ridiculous
it's some other
like,
girl's
cartoon.
name.
Yeah, right. I love Shaniqua. I mean, just how is that gonna look when you're like 80? It's gonna look like that. Like,
I know, but haven't you guys ever seen a guy with tattoos and it's like
David Beckham?
No, I don't think I
He
have.
looks really good with those tattoos.
I think she likes it. Casey,
But no,
Casey.
we once talked about getting tattoos because I was like, I think I'm gonna get a tattoo. And he was like, if you get a tattoo, I'm getting a tattoo of elk antlers in between my shoulders. What?
That's pretty clever.
And I was like, never mind, I'm not getting a tattoo.
Pretty clever. I've never seen that. I don't necessarily think that like I would say no to somebody because they have tattoos, but would I choose that? I don't know. It's just a little maybe too edgy for me. I'm not edgy at all.
And it's
it
totally depends. Totally depends too.
I think that they can be good, and I don't know. I don't think that they're bad to look at.
I've never liked them, but yeah. Is this getting long?
Is this, well, tattoos. I feel like we're all kind of like, I just don't want anyone to think that I'm like, I don't think it classifies you as a person. Like, tattoos can mean something very personal to a lot of people. I had a really good friend who her mother passed away, and she got something on her, and if that's her connection with her mom and helps her, that's her thing. But I don't think they determine like who you are. I think there's a lot of people who stereotype people with tattoos, like, oh, they're edgy or trashy or like a biker or whatever. I think that they've kind of evolved into more like artwork, artistic.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Cooper always talks about getting them. I'm like, I'll just draw on you with a Sharpie. It can wash off and then you can change your mind.
Yeah.
So I don't know. All right, you guys, thanks for sending in your questions. We hope we answered them. Don't take anything I said serious today. I will not be held responsible. Just kidding. Make sure you leave comments below, subscribe, like, share, love you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.